The Wheel of Fortune with the High Priestess. Wow. Someone here is rolling the dice on a secret. There's instability in a home at this time. What is going on at home? The instability is around the person at home. Someone in a primary relationship seems to sense that something is up with her Knight of Cups or their Knight of Cups. This person is very defensive at this time. Two of Wands reversed. This person is very defensive at this time around what could or couldn't be going on. I'm seeing very clearly here that someone is taking a risk and they're moving forward in the realm of temptation and heartbreak towards you. However, you are entertaining some sort of a connection, an intimate connection with this person where you guys are exchanging something socially in a setting of a meal, a dinner. There's an invitation here. There's like a connection that this person is choosing to foster with you, and they're choosing it fully cognizant that someone at home is going to pay the price, and also that what they've sort of been prioritizing at home, and it feels very much in relation to financial resources here, and money and status isn't working anymore. And unfortunately, there seems to be a Queen of Cups here who is experiencing a sense of rejection, alienation, and loneliness. A beautiful woman. Could be a religious woman, actually. Someone who, seems like someone who's very dressed the part energy. Someone who, is very socially composed and is recognized at a social level for having a certain reputation as a wife. This is a status that person has been in pursuit of for a really long time. And her partner is not fulfilled, and he's carrying the weight. In this connection here, we see you and we see him or them connecting with great intention towards you. And there's a message that you seem to be receiving. It's not necessarily the speediest message, but it's here. And in that message, this person is expressing that they are feeling extremely stuck between two worlds, essentially. They seem to want to pursue you without hurting someone else and without abandoning themselves in the connection. You seem to be having your prayers answered in this situation, but you're also cognizant that you're paying the price for a relationship that is failing. So you're coming in the middle here. You're very aware of your role in this situation. And you're the polar opposite to the wife's energy. Your energy is more more gypsy. Hers is more, I would say, if you both were in the same room, she would look older and you would look younger, even if you were around the same age. You might not even be this. You might be the same age. You owe what's fair to yourself around something that hasn't necessarily been clearly addressed. So there is confusion in the situation, and there is a little bit of stress, if not a lot of stress, for both parties, for you and them, in different moments. The secrets are extremely difficult for you to navigate. And you do care a great deal about getting what is rightfully owed to you by this person. And they're embodying the Chariot energy, and you're encouraging the Chariot energy. So you're encouraging a certain level of control and pursuit in your direction. Something upstanding as a gesture, and something that shows sacrifice and stability in your direction. However, you would also ideally like no one to get hurt. And in the context, this person seems to be acknowledging, your special person seems to be acknowledging that is rightfully so unrealistic, and that their hands are tied, but that they're moving more and more and more towards a place where they're conceding how unfulfilled they are, However, it doesn't mean that you are the answer to their fulfillment and that the other person isn't. There is a problem here in the relationship that your person is in. Four of Cups with Strength. They're struggling emotionally. They don't feel seen emotionally. They feel at the mercy of this Queen of Cups, who's giving evolved Empress energy. Their happiness isn't here. And I think they're struggling also. There could be a child here in the mix as well that weighs on their hearts in terms of the decisions that they are going to make in your direction or the actions that they are going to be taking in your direction. There's a certain level of throwing caution to the wind here and a certain level of hoping for the best. And a certain level of just giving up here. Honestly, she doesn't seem surprised. There's someone else here. She's holding back a lot, this woman. And there's someone else here who seems to... There's possibility for someone else to come into her life romantically. If she and your special person were to sort of acknowledge the ways in which things are difficult here, they're both feeling stuck in the connection and they're both not acknowledging where time is sort of running out and where it, at some level, the connection has run its course and it is beyond them.